Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. I am very excited that you joined me today. I've wanted to do a video like this for the longest time, but first of all, it intimidated me because I had no idea how to actually create the thing I'm going to do. And second of all, it just seemed daunting. It just seemed like a lot of work. But now I did it. It was not as much work as I anticipated it to be, but it was definitely not that easy. I don't like the website. The website and I are not besties. Enough beating around the bush. We're gonna tier rank all the reads that I logged on Goodreads today, and I feel like it's except for maybe like 2 or 3 that I read like back in the day that I like literally don't even remember reading, but the rest is on here. I went on the tier maker website and I made my own. I hope this is all the books because I did have a little bit of a struggle coming up with this. If I counted correctly, it's like about 85 books, so grab a drink and sit back and enjoy because I've got my little Sprite here. I'm not a Sprite girly, but we didn't have any Coke Zero left and I needed a cute drink for this video, you know? And ever since I worked for Sprite, I don't hate it anymore. It's not that bad, but Coke Zero over everything. Okay, how do I even screen record this? How do you go into presentation mode? Okay, perfect. Are you kidding me? Every single thing that I did is gone. What do you mean? Does it not? I'm like so mad right now. It literally says no templates created yet. Okay, we're gonna have to make this again. I don't think we can fix the fact that the shade of this wall are lighter, but we'll just roll with it. But I'm done. I'm gonna lean back because this is gonna take quite some time. Okay, a lot of these books I noticed while making this tier, I noticed that I literally have no recollection of a lot of these books, so this is going to be fun. So let's go through my tiers first. This is actually, like, I love when people explain their tiers, but for me it was so hard to actually come up with tiers. At first I just wanted to do 5, but then I was like, that's literally the 5-star ranking, so I didn't want to do that, so now I have 6. So let's hope that that differentiates a tiny bit. Wait, do I have? No, I have 7. I cannot count apparently. But yeah, I have Love of My Life, and yes, the first 2 tiers are definitely intentionally Harry coded because like why not? So Love of My Life is like the books that like I want everyone in my life to read, and that like I love them more than most people in my life, you know? So Love of My Life. Then Adore You, because like I adore the book and like I would never find like a fault in it, but like I don't love you more than I love my family, you know? Then am I in love? Like the feeling like when you had like a good book, but it's not quite like the adore you, love of my life type of thing, but it's like am I in love? Like, you know, like the. Then I have Mid. That's still just like, they're not bad books, they're not good books, but I like didn't have anything more to say about them than Mid, you know? Then I have Who, What, When, Why. That's if like I have literally no recollection of the book. If like, why did I read this? Like, you know, if like these questions pop up in my head when seeing the cover, that's what it goes into. And then Crosses the Street is like, you see someone coming and then you cross the street intentionally so that you don't have to talk to that person. That's the book. Like, I don't want to talk about this book. Like, I don't want to talk to the characters in this book. Like, I don't want anything to do with the book, but it's not like, it's bad, but it's not bad, you know? And then Fuck Off is just like straight fuck off. Like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, no, we're not doing it, you know? Disclaimer, big fat disclaimer. If any of these books that I rank low in this tier ranking are some of your favorite books, I do not want you to come for me. These are just my personal opinions about every single book in here. Like, I get it if you love them, and I also get if you don't love mine. I know it hurts. It flippin' hurt, but please don't come for me. Please don't, because I'm sorry, simply said. Okay, let's start with The Bribe. These are not in any order, so I'm sorry if that confuses you, but The Bribe is the first book in the Calamity Montana series. I haven't read the last one, but other than that, I've read all of them, and I love Devney Perry. She's definitely one of my favorite authors, but like, apart from the first 2 books out of this series, I have no recollection. Like, I literally don't know. Like, you could tell me the names and maybe I'd know like some connection of them, but that's it. Like, I wouldn't know what they do. I wouldn't know with who they ended or any of the story. But I like the first one, was like the country singer type thing. I like that, and I like the mysteries. So right now I think I put it in mid, but I loved it back then. Do I put it in mid, or am I in love? I'll put this one in am I in love. Okay, thank you. The next one is actually, I have 2 German books on this tier ranking website, and those 2 definitely showed me that I'm not a German reading girly, and I don't like to read in German. Like, reading in German is miserable, so that's not something I want to do. But this book was actually really good. It's thriller, and it's like, it follows 3 POVs, and they're trying to find out who the murderer is. It's the dad, the daughter, and the mom. Those are the POVs, and it was really good. I liked it. I think I'd put it in, like, I think it's hard to say you're in love with a book if it's a thriller, because that kind of sounds morbid, but like, I really liked it. Like, I was really surprised, so I'll put it in am I in love. Birthday Girl, like, see, that's the only Penelope Douglas book I've read so far, and I love an age gap if it's done right, and for me this one was done right, and I really liked it, and I was glad that it wasn't too spicy. Like, for me that was fine. Like, I was scared of like the things that people told me about Corrupt and so on. So see, I'd put this in am I in love as well. Oh my god, that's gonna be a full one. Then Song of Achilles, I loved this book. I was one of the lovers of this book. I'm definitely not a hater. I'll put it in adore you, because it's not the love of my life, but I adored it. It's such a good story. The thing is, I read this book in Greece, so maybe that was also something that like swayed me to love this book, so that was very fitting. A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime, that book, I feel like I rated it pretty highly, but like I was so thrown off by the spice in this book. This is supposed to be YA. Like, how can it be that spicy? It's YA. And I also hated the bully trope in the beginning. He was literally bullying her, and she was literally slut shaming everyone. So like, honestly, this book is not good to me looking back, but I think I enjoyed it at the time. Or I talked myself into enjoying it, honestly, because everyone loved it. I feel like I'm gonna put it in mid because I don't hate it, but it's not great. The Maidens. Actually, I think I adore this book. I definitely adore Alex M, because I'm not trying to butcher his name again. I adore him, so that's gonna go and adore you. Then, oh, Curse for True Love. Why do I see all of the books like jumbling at the top, and then like I have no bad book? But yeah, A Curse for True Love. Can we do the, I'm gonna just quickly grab that out of here because I don't like them not being in order. Okay, let's talk about Once Upon a Broken Heart first. I adore this book, loved it. Ballad of Never After, that's a love of my life. That is a love of my life. I love that book so much, it's not even funny. Like, I seriously love that book. So yeah, sorry but not sorry. And then A Curse for True Love is probably an adore you as well, because this series does not have a bad book in my opinion. But yeah, Birthday Kisses is just like a little novella that comes after A Million Kisses in Our Lifetime. I don't know if it actually comes after in the series, but like it's about like a Christmas, spending a Christmas with, what is it, Ren and the guy's name. And actually I like this way more than the book, but it's not Am I in Love. It's also, let's put it in mid as well. It was just like a fun, quick read, so maybe that's why I liked it. 1,000 Kisses in Your Life, 1,000 Boy Kisses. Okay, 1,000 Boy Kisses. Wow, that book tore me apart. I don't think I've ever cried as much as I did with that book in my entire life. For a book, about a book, reading a book. Yeah, I had to stop reading because I was literally sobbing and hiccuping and everything. So that, see, the thing is, I still think about it so much, like so much. So I don't know if I put it in Love of My Life or Adore You. No, I'm gonna put it in Adore You because it's not a Love of My Life because it hurt too much. But like, If I Could Fly, I can't listen to that song anymore without crying. Again, let's just do them in order because I don't like not having them in order. Yeah, okay. Addicted and Calloway Sisters series. This is one of the things that people are going to come for me because there's so many like avid lovers of the Addicted series, and I just don't. I have the whole series and I haven't read further than Kiss the Sky because Calloway Sisters is definitely way better than Addicted in my opinion, because I do like Rose and Daisy more than I like Lily. and I feel like Daisy's gonna be my favorite, so I am kind of motivated just to like continue because I haven't read her book yet, but I just don't like the series. It's too character driven for me. Like I really don't, and I feel like the first book, honestly, I'm crossing the street. I don't want to talk about the first book. I really don't. Like, I know it has to set up the world, but it's just not for me. It's just not for me. And I did talk myself into liking this book back then, back in the day, because everyone loved it, but like I have to be honest with myself. The second one, I'll put that one in mid because because I did like that one more. I don't know, I feel like this one is like one of the like least liked books, but I like it the most. Maybe because it has more plot. I don't even know if it has more plot. I don't know. There's something about this one when she was like in rehab, or was it him? I don't know who was in rehab. Someone was in rehab and I like that more. For me, it just, I don't know, it made more sense. Then the Addicted 3, what is it? Addicted for Now. That was like they went on a vacation or something to Mexico, I think. That just dragged, but like I'm crossing the street. I'm sorry, like, and Kiss the Sky, I'll put it in mid, but the spice was definitely too much for me. I don't know why, but I feel like serious people having that much spice, like, I don't know. Let's just move on. I don't want to be like a negative Nancy, so let's not talk about them anymore. We're gonna talk about the, what is this, Friar You first, because it just popped up first, but I read both series. Don't you worry, I did not just hop into the second series. The Chase, let me think about this. The Chase was with Blondie and Fitzgerald. Was it Fitzgerald? You know what I mean? I liked it because I used to be blonde and I could relate to her in many ways because she was a annoying little blonde and I loved her. I think I'm gonna put it in Am I in Love? And then The Risk is the one with the, what is it? I think it's the like rival team, and she's the daughter of the coach of the Norm, like the Brighter You team. I loved that one. I'll put it in Adore You. The play is the Latina, right? With the tutoring. I think I'll put it in mid just because. And then the Dare is like the one with the, I just got in my head that she was like kind of oversized, or at least not as skinny as the other girls. I don't know if she was oversized. Please don't come for me. I just know that Elle Kennedy literally wanted to emphasize that so much that it got so annoying for me. So maybe, honestly, I'll put it in like Y, but not because I forgot it, but just because I'm like not crossing the street, because I'm crossing the street. I don't want to talk about what Elle Kennedy did there. I need to plug my laptop, otherwise this fun is gonna be done before it even starts. I adore Emily Henry, love that woman, and as you already heard, adore it, so I'll put it in Adore You because I do adore it. Oh my god, the next book is like so bad, like Beach Rivals. I like picked that up in the store because the cover is freaking cute, okay, and it sounded kind of like cute from the back. She was confused about her life and relatable, didn't know what to do in her future, relatable. So I picked it up thinking it was gonna be cute. I hated every second of this book. Like, it wasn't bad, it really wasn't. Maybe it was my mood that I was in, but I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I'm so sorry. But am I gonna put it in Crosses the Street? Yeah, I didn't like it. It's not a fuck off. There's probably only one book that's fuck off in here, and that's the only DNF that I ever had. But yeah. Oh, see, with these Shatter Me things, I love Shatter Me. So like Shatter Me is like a 5-star series for me, but I'm not completely sure which were the ones that I loved and which were the ones that I didn't love as much. Believe Me was probably a novella, and I have no recollection of them. Oh, actually, wait. The first novella, the one like explaining like Warner's side, kind of like that one. Let me just check on Goodreads, so that like I don't get all of these wrong, because like I literally can't keep them apart right now. Believe Me is 6.5, which is really bad. Like, I really didn't like it. That was like, I think I just skimmed the last pages because I just want to be done. Actually, it's a fuck off because like I don't need this book. Like, no, bye bye. Then Imagine Me is, why am I going the wrong way? Let's go the right way. Let's go Shatter Me first. So Shatter Me was a good book. I liked it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have continued Theories, obviously. I gave it 4 stars. I liked it. I remember how I felt about it. I'm gonna put it in Adore You. This is, okay, sorry, I need to put it in here. No, Adore You. Then, which one was the first novella? Oh, Destroy Me. Okay, I like that one. Let's put it in Am I in Love? Okay. Then, Unravel Me. I think I'm putting that in mid, but it's not a mid book. I'm putting it in Am I in Love because I did like it a lot. Then Fracture Me, all of these other novellas I am putting in Y. Like, I don't need them. Like, I honestly, if you would ask me, do I have to read the novellas? I say no, don't read them. Because it literally just an extension of the book. I know that's what, like, novellas are supposed to be, but, like, you don't need them. You don't need to understand them. My mom read this series, or at least up until the 4th book. She didn't need it to understand it, so don't do it. That's the 3rd book, and Ignite Me is definitely love of my life, because that like really sparked my love for the Shatter Me series. It was so good. And then which was the next one? Shadow Me. Honestly, all of the I think Shadow Me is like the Find Me bind up. I'm just gonna put it to what, when, why, what, who, what, when, why, because like I don't like them at all. Restore Me is the 4th one. I really like that one as well, but I think I'm gonna put it in Adore You. And then the 5th one wasn't bad, but I don't think I liked it as much. I think I'm gonna put it in Am I in Love? And then Imagine Me is just literally a mid. I don't love that at all, to be honest. And then the other novellas, I'm just putting in Y because, like, as I told you, it's not for me. I do have Unravel Me twice, so something's gonna, like, we're gonna have a spare. I'm sorry if that annoys you. Okay, I think that's all. Oh no, Shadow Me. Oh, okay. Yeah, Shadow Me here. We don't like them. That's perfect. Thank you. I need to drink something because my throat is getting dry from speaking so much. Okay, then we have Better Than the Movies. This is gonna be another very controversial one. I did not love Better Than the Movies, but I have like an in-depth vlog, me reading that and then giving my thoughts. So I'll link it up here, and I think it's like the attempted 24-hour challenge. So yeah, the book was not bad. I'll put it in mid but I'm not in love with the book. Oh, Butcher and Blackbird. I am in my dark romance era. I love that one. I'll put it in Adore You. So good. Love that book. Christmas in Quincy is the prequel. Is it pre-novella? It's definitely a novella in the Edens series, and I haven't read the Edens yet, but I read this one and I loved it. But like, what can you give a novella? Honestly, I'll put it in Am I in Love. I really thought it was a really good novella. Then Fuck Off is definitely After We Fell. I'm not a fan of these books, and we don't need to go into detail. I just don't. I like the movies. I don't like the books. It's just way too much back and forth. 900 pages. I read like 700 and then DNF'd because I literally couldn't get through it anymore. People We Met on Vacation. It's definitely not a mid book, but it's not more than Am I in Love. I didn't like it that much, to be honest, looking back. Oh, Flawless. I can't say which one's my absolute favorite from them because I just read Flawless, but I'll put it in Adore You for now because I adored that book. I really loved it. So yeah. Oh, Icebreaker. I think Icebreaker was too long of a book, but I loved it. Is it Am I in Love or is it Adore You? No, it's Adore You. It's definitely Adore You. Love that book. It Starts With Us. See, Colleen Hoover is like a tricky one because like if you're a more experienced reader, you don't love her books anymore. But I read that quite in the beginning of my reading journey, so I loved the book. So do I with what I think right now or with what I thought back then? I still think it's a really good book. It's well fleshed out, and I like that it has like the topics that are hard to talk about. I think I'll put it in Am I in Love, and then I'll put It Starts With Us in mid because I didn't love that one. Then It's Not Summer Without You. Oh wait, can we do it in the right order? Where's the first one? Don't Be Funny. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm not doing this again. The Summer I Turned Pretty. This is controversial once again. I liked it, but I liked The Summer Without You more than The Summer I Turned Pretty. So I'm putting it in Am I in Love and The Summer Without You and Adore You because that's like, it's so weird that I am actually like, I like these books because I don't like YA, but I did like these books. They're not bad. Love in Other Words. Yeah, it's an adore you book. Yeah, it's an adore you book. It's so good. I like it. Magnolia Parks. We all know what's coming. It's definitely a love of my life. It's that far of like a love of my life that I'm like scared to read the other books because I'm scared to be depressed. Not even because it's so sad, but because I don't want it to let me down, but it's not going to. Like, everyone loves them, so I should just hurry up and read them, to be honest. But yeah, it's on my March TBR. Daisy hates the first one. Then Mary Jane. Oh, I really like this book, but I think it's like Am I in Love? Yeah, because I couldn't get through it quite as fast because it's literary fiction, but I loved it. It was really, really good, and I still remember so much of it. The House Across the Lake. Oh, this is such a good book. It's Adore You. The first half, toss it out. Like, toss it. I don't like it at all. But the second is just so good. I personally don't think that the plot twist is a cop-out. I love the plot twist, but I was so scared that I literally had to calm my mom down, and then she had to sit with me while I read it because I was scared. Oh my god. Am I crossing the street? No, actually. Window shopping Christmas novel. Tessa Bailey. Fuck off. Fuck off. I hated this book. I really did not like it at all. On that note, Christmas book. Nick and Noel's Christmas playlist. I love that one. I'm putting it in Am I in Love because that was such a good book. I really loved that one. Then November 9th. I'll put it in mid. I'm not a fan, but I'm also not hating that book. One of Us is Lying and One of Us is Next. I know One of Us Lying. I still remember with Brown and so on. What's her name? Brown? The studious one. I still remember a bit about it and I liked it, but I feel like it's mid. And then One of Us is Next. I have no idea. Who, what, why, when. No idea, to be honest. Then Play With Me. A friend of mine recommended this to me. I've never heard anything about it. And it was very, very YA. It was cute, but very YA. I had a good time reading it, but like I wouldn't recommend, like I wouldn't go out of my way recommending it. If someone says like cutesy YA book, I'd say please read it because it's really good. But it's not my jam, you know? So I put it in mid, I think. Yeah. Then Redemption, which is a David Baldacci. That's so bad. Sorry for butchering that. I think he's such a well-known, what is it, crime FBI type of novelist. I see his books everywhere and like lots and lots and lots of them, but my mom read this one and said it's good. It's actually the 5th book in the Amos Decker series. Did not know that when reading it, but it's good and you understand at least most of it. But like looking back, it's way too long. I'll put it in mid because it's way too long, but it's good. Does that make sense? And I just like probably didn't get everything as well as someone would have if they read the whole series. So yeah. Reminders of Him. Like I feel so bad, but like I'm probably gonna put that in mid as well because I'm just don't love it. And I also don't love the kid in the book. I never love kids. Oh, Reveal Me. That's another novella. Putting it in Y. The next book is Love of My Life. Love of My Life. Ivy is like one of my absolute favorite books, and that like just settled, that just underlined for me that Devony Perry, Willa Nash, whatever, is one of my absolute favorite authors because this book is like, I love this book. This book was the first book that I read on my Kindle and bought in physical after reading it on my Kindle because I needed it because I loved the book so much. Yeah. Ooh. The Guest List. No, The Guest List is a fuck off. I hated this one. I really did not like it. It was teeth pulling for me. I just didn't enjoy it at all. Rock, Paper, Scissors. I think I'm gonna put it in Adore You. I love this book. I loved it. It got me in a thriller mood. I'm so excited to read more Alice Feeney. See, this one is gonna be so controversial, but I'm gonna have to put it either in Crosses the Street or Fuck Off because I hated this book. I hated it. Okay, Say You Swear, I'm probably gonna put in Crosses the Street because the beginning I liked of the book. I was so invested. I really loved it. Liked it. I enjoyed it. But the rest, there's a trope in there I did not like. Multiple. The Bluff was, I think, this. See, I don't even know which was the second one. Let me have a check on that one because I don't want to lie. The Calamity, Montana. Okay, let's have a look. The second one, the Bluff. Oh, yeah, the Bluff. I like that one. I'll probably put it in mid because I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. And then the others, I'm just gonna put in who, what, when, why. Just because. Don't come for me. Just because I have no idea what happened in them, but I like them. I know that I gave them all pretty much like 4 stars across the board, but I just don't know, so if it's not fair to them in like higher categories, you know. Then Catherine Center, The Bodyguard. I really like this one, but I didn't love it, so it's like, it's an I'm in love. This one I'm gonna put in Crosses the Street because I really didn't enjoy it. Anna Todd, Something with Stars. That was one of the German books and I really didn't like it at all, so I'm putting it in fuck off. Then I love that tier just so you can say it without anyone getting mad at you. But yeah, The Cruel Prince, I'll put it in mid because I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. But I am kind of intrigued to continue the series. The Fine Print, I'll put it in Am I in Love because I really liked it, but it wasn't like one of my faves, you know. Let's put these in order again. The Deal, The Mistake, The Score, and The Goal. The Deal, I feel like The Score and The Goal were my favorite just because like The Goal has a pregnancy trope and I hate that, but I feel like it was done well and I liked the guy. It wasn't even done well, I just liked the guy basically. The Score I liked because I liked Dean and I liked Ali. I hated The Mistake kind of. Let's put The Mistake in, but it's not Crosses the Street, it's just like a why. Like why? I don't love that book. The Deal is probably going to be mid. The Goal is going to be Am I in Love, and the Score is gonna be Adore You. Yeah, that's good. Then The Hating Game. Ooh, I don't like this book. Crosses the Street. I don't like it. Then The Housemaid. I really like this book. I'm gonna put it in Adore You. Yep. The Inheritance Games. I love this book, but I really liked it. Let's put it in Adore You, and then let's put, where's the second one? The Hawthorne Legacy and Am I in Love because I didn't like it as much. The Kiss Quotient, I adored this book. I loved it so much. It was so much better than the second one, The Bride Test. The Love Hypothesis, I also adored. Oh my god, The Silent Patient is definitely a love of my life. That book, literally one of the first books that I ever like really rated 5 stars, as in like not just like my beginning of the reading 5 stars, but like real 5 stars. I still love that book so much. Then The Summer Program Rules, I'll probably put it in Am I in Love because like I loved it, but it's not like one of my top books I always like keep thinking about. Two Can Give Secret, no idea what this is about anymore, sorry. So it's like who, what, when, why. Consider Me, I just recently read it and the beginning was really good and I was like really optimistic for it, but then I don't know, too much spice scenes, too many like just ripping of the clothes apart, like no plot, too many pages. I'm putting this, I gave it 4.5, but then I bumped it down to 4 and I'm just not sure if it can compete with some of these books. Let's put it with Am I in Love because that's fine. I feel like that's fine. Then Winter in Paradise, I adored that book. I like flew through it in one day. Like that was probably the book that I read the fastest. Oh my fuck series. That is like probably like my top favorite book. So that goes in Love of My Life. Can't do anything about it. Like I love Lana Myers. I literally made a playlist about Lana Myers. So that's what I have got to say to it. Then Unravel Me, we Were Liars, fuck off. That book is bad. That book is so bad. I don't want to talk about it anymore. What Happens in Paradise, I honestly don't remember anything that happened in Paradise. See what I did there? Yeah, I started the 3rd one as well, but then I was just over the story, I think. And then Betrayed, oh, I adore that book. I love that book. Yeah, that is my tier ranking. I'm glad that we did that. That was so necessary. Like, you all wanted to know, obviously, how I would tier rank them. No one asked, but you wanted to know. Like, believe me, I got you. I heard what you did not say, what you did not wish for, but I did it. Thank you for coming along journey with me. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this kind of video, please let me know. I'll do different ones maybe if you want some, because it was kind of fun but also very frustrating. So I'll be happy when I'm back to like my normal reading vlog type thing where it's like paper and a book and not technology, because technology and me are just not besties really ever. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye bye.